Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at Action Comics 985. This is part 1 of Only Human, written by Rob Williams, art by Gilliam March, Hi-Fi did the colors, Rob lay letters, and editor was Mike Cotton. Now we see Superman doing some general Superman stuff while chatting on the phone with Lois, and he has to go over to the country of Georgia in the Caucasus Mountains to save some locals from these giant direwolf type creatures and people with guns. And it turns out they are being controlled by the Machinest, who is using these little chips on people's necks to control them. Superman figures it out without having to murder anyone. He finds the control chip, disables it, and releases everyone. And the locals show him that this is going on in other places too. Same attack, different countries. So he quickly discovers by examining the chip that it was produced by LexCorp, and he flies over to confront Luthor, who is very, smiling but annoyed by Superman. And yeah, the chip was made by Luthor, but he seems to say that the purpose of the chip has been corrupted and somebody's stolen the technology. Luthor suits up in his quasi-Superman outfit, armor thing, and they fly out to find out where this is. Well, it turns out Luthor's got some hidden subroutine that only he can track, and the real Machinist is there, and he sends out these little nano bug things to try and control them. Well, Luthor gets hit, and then it's on. Superman is going to have to showdown with him. That's where it ends. But it was a fun first part. I was real interested in what was going on. It's no Dan Jurgens, but it's definitely a well-written issue. I'm not sure who Rob Williams is. I've probably read some of his stuff before, but he seems like a newer writer since I've come back to comics, and I'm intrigued to see where the story goes. I would definitely recommend this, and I thought the art was pretty good for the most part. There are a few issues I take with it, but they're all pretty trivial. It was a solid issue all around. Definitely worth picking up if you see it. I would say it's worth the $3 cover price. I paid, I think, $2.50 for it, so I didn't feel ripped off. So I'm going to recommend this one and say check it out if you haven't already. That's going to do it for me. As always, thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you like the video, hit like and consider subscribing. My Patreon link should be in the description or on the About page, depending on where you're watching this. And as always, we hope to see you on the next episode.